Guys, this video is sponsored by SimpliSafe. They're having their biggest deals of the year with their holiday deals of 40% off or more. So there has never been a better time to keep your home safe, but we'll talk about those guys more later in the video. What's up guys, Chaseontwowheels here, back for another video. Today we are talking about the MT07 and the MT09sp. Specifically, if you're currently on an MT07, should you upgrade to the MT09sp? Too much of a jump? Not big enough power jump to even be worth it? Let's find out. Oh, by the way, the answer is yeah. Yeah, you should definitely upgrade, but don't worry, we'll tell you all about why. So Yamaha's long-trusted entry to the middleweight naked bike segment is a class leader and has been for a very long time. The MT07 is a fantastic machine. It's got the good but not great riding position, comfortable enough seat given its cylinder size, although this may be better for those that are shorter inseamed. Bo? I'm looking at you. It's also sporting a parallel twin that sets the standard in the segment with the CP2 engine that has one of the best exhaust notes of any bike in its class. Give him that good one more time. That's right. This engine cannot be understated, guys. As someone who has been riding for over a decade, I absolutely love the playfulness and the punch that this thing delivers. It's smooth and torquey through the rev range and creates plenty of giggles on its way into the motorcycling Hall of Fame, at least for its fun and reliability. The MT07 has a super flickable suspension and steering, a great 58 mpg, and many smiles per gallon. The lightweight and upright seating position make the MT07 a dream on tight city streets and on those twisty mountain roads. Trust me, I've taken it to all those. You guys can see that video up there, whichever corner it is. All this creates a machine that is frankly hard to beat for the $7,900 price tag. Now, I know, I told you guys that you should upgrade this thing, and I'm sitting here telling you nothing but good about it. Welcome to my personal internal dilemma. Keep in mind, everything I have mentioned about the MT07 is absolutely true. I don't take any of it back. But when you compare it to the new MT09sp, it is hard to not see the massive benefits that the extra $3,200 gets you. Thanks SimpliSafe for sponsoring this video. For you guys that don't already know, SimpliSafe is an easier way to secure your home and family. SimpliSafe systems are customized to your home with a comprehensive lineup of sensors and cameras that all connect to their 24/7 monitoring service that sends help fast in an emergency. They've got all types of sensors that cover windows, rooms, doors, and lots of great extras like water sensors, smoke detectors, as well as cameras, both for outdoor, doorbell cams, and indoor cameras. You simply go on their website and go through all of the sensors, and you just grab as many as you need to cover all the spots in your house. With all of their sensors, your home, garage, or shop is professionally monitored 24/7. If anything happens, SimpliSafe's always on team will call authorities immediately. SimpliSafe has even been awarded and recommended by experts including US News and World Report, PC Mag, and Popular Science, and it's trusted by more than 3 million Americans to keep them safe while at home. They also just recently launched this new outdoor camera that I've really enjoyed using. Whether I'm in the backyard or at the shop, I can just pull up my phone and check in on the camera from anywhere. The install on this thing could not be easier. Just a couple of screws and the camera magnetically attaches to the mount and you're good to go. All you need to do is recharge the battery every now and then. My favorite part about SimpliSafe is the way that you have no contracts. I've had really terrible experiences with other security companies locking me into contracts and then I have to pay them to cancel it when me and my wife move. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore with SimpliSafe. So if you guys are in the market for a security system for your home, garage, or shop, you should definitely check out SimpliSafe. Right now you can save 40% or more on SimpliSafe security systems during their holiday sale. Just visit simplisafe.com/chase to learn more. Also, thank you guys for checking them out because it really helps the channel out. And now back to the video. The 90% all new MT09sp is truly a masterpiece of motorcycling machinery. Great riding position version with a factory-equipped adjustments for handlebars and rear sets, allowing you to customize the bike to fit how you want it. A very comfortable and wide seat that's just as nice cruising around as it is hanging off of it and pulling the bike through a turn. The new 09 SP is an absolute riot. If any of you have seen my first ride, you can easily tell this is one of my favorite bikes that I have had the privilege of riding this year. The CP3 engine is equally powerful when you want it and is able to stay well-mannered at highway speeds with little to no vibrations or buzzing. The weight savings on the 2022 model have helped not only the fuel efficiency with a great 49 mpg, but also making this bike nearly as flickable as the MT07. This is huge because if you're upgrading and you're used to that agility that you have on the MT07, you're going to feel right at home flicking this MT09 around. This flickiness on the MT09 SP could have something to do with the new KYB adjustable front forks and the Öhlins rear shock that Yamaha equipped it with. It should be noted this suspension setup is only found on the MT09 SP, but if you like a comparison between the MT09 and the MT09 SP model, we did a video covering all of that right up there. Nailed it. And let's not forget to mention the grab bag of R1 derived upgrades. Most notably is the 6-axis IMU that gives this bike traction control, slide control, and front wheel lift control. This skyrockets the MT09 SP to the top of the class in technology and safety features. This is another area you'll notice a huge step away from the MT07 when you're riding the MT09 around. Going from a machine that is relatively raw to a refined machine with a top of the class electronics package will feel different while riding, especially in the fact that you can put it in mode 1, hammer the throttle, and the 6-axis IMU will just let the front wheel float above the ground until you decide to let the throttle go. Seriously, I don't recommend you testing this, but I may have in my first ride and it did feel incredible. All of this to say that the MT09 SP is one of the best bikes Yamaha has ever produced. Obviously, this is just an opinion, but it's an opinion of someone who's ridden a huge amount of motorcycles. There is one thing I have to add in here that I feel you guys need to be aware of. Upgrading to the MT09 SP, or the base MT09 for that matter, from the MT07 is going to be an entirely different ride. Something I personally love about riding the MT07 is how raw and playful it is. This is honestly a really rare thing to find on a motorcycle, and the only bike I can even compare this to is my little WR250 Supermoto that I have. When you upgrade, you will be coming into a much more composed motorcycle, and it very much feels that way. I say this because if you're currently on an MT07 and the raw playfulness is your favorite thing about the bike, well, then you might be on the right bike for you. If you're asking me, I can only have one bike, which would you choose? 2021 MT07 or 2022 MT09 SP? Well, it's an easy answer. I'm going with the MT09 SP every single day of the week. If you're currently riding an MT07 and you are looking for a more refined motorcycle that has a bit more power, a full suite of rider aids, and cruise control, then I can confidently say you are going to love the MT09 SP. That is, if you can find one. But let's talk with a shorter guy who has spent a little less time on both bikes. Bo, if you'll come join me, please. I'm having to rip him away from an edit, so you guys give Bo a shout out in the comments. So Bo, one, thank you for writing. Thank you for writing the MT09 SP in our camera car footage. If you, okay, here's a ticket, not a cash, ticket. MT07, MT09 SP, which one are you gonna do your ticket?
Those two?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Are we having this conversation?
You have to tell
MT09, like, out of those two.
Shorter rider, too.
Yeah,
so
it was still comfortable. Like, I was on the balls of my feet, even when I was, like, off, like, doing flamingo gang stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's manageable, and it's narrow, like the seat.
Yeah.
And it's pretty lightweight. Compared to the gargantuan size of that tank, you would think it's really heavy. But, yeah, out of those two, there's no question.
For you, just
SP all day.
So we're both on MT.
Throw the MT07 in the garbage. Yep.
Don't you?
You gave me the ticket.
Get out of my video. God. But guys, at the end of the day, I'm just one dude, or we're just two dudes. Let us know what you guys think about the MT07 versus the MT09 SP in the comments. Have you guys put some time on both? I love seeing people dropping their experiences down there, so make sure to check out the comments if you're looking for more information from other riders, and we'll see you guys on the next one. later. Out to our crew, make sure to put OC in your comments and let us know which you're picking and why down below. We love you guys just a little bit longer. Bye! Also, how many people are going to choose the MT07? I mean, it's raw and, you know, it's different, but if you could only have one. Okay. Bye. Today, we're talking about the MT07 versus MT. I should probably hit the play button so that the teleprompter will scroll. Haha. Dropped out of frame. Nailed it. Finally. Fuck you, teleprompter.